Going to the AFC. Funny enough, we're gonna talk about how the Patriots win over the Jets was a big statement win. They won 30-23 in a game where that was the game that people were picking the Patriots to lose. Everybody was thinking, hey, maybe the Patriots might lose. Of all teams they could play that they might lose to, it was either going to be the Bills or the Jets, and maybe possibly if the Cowboys are healthy, a Cowboys team, which they weren't. But when they played the Jets, the game was a really interesting game. The Patriots, first time they've really faced adversity on the season. This is the first game where they found themselves down in the fourth quarter. But then, Tom Brady. Tom Brady did what he did. And it's one of those things that you kind of look at it and you're just like, man, like, how? He led the team in rushing. Tom Brady, he can't. Where does he go?
I think you mean Tom Vick.
It's just one game. One game.
Tom Vick, a.k.a.
He'll never do that again in his career.
A.k.a.
He also said that too. Tom Brady was like, oh, well, I got to savor it now because I don't know the next time this will ever happen. But, I mean.
Tom Vick, a.k.a. Tom Austin.
You gotta relax.
They
Tom Gurley.
Come on, bro. Come on. But they face the Jets defense that's ranked in all the defensive categories. They're ranked top 8 in all defensive categories.
Tom Brady 2K.
So they it shows just how great the Patriots are because nobody's been able to slow their offense down. They posted up at least 30 points and 5 of their 6 wins on the season. So you have to look at it and you're just like, man, like the Patriots, like who is going to beat them? Like how big was this win? Like Rashad, we'll start off with you. How big of a win do you think this was?
Game. The Jets blew it. That's all. That's all there is to it. It was a divisional game that they blew. Next time, you never know what's gonna happen. It could be a 30-0 blowout for the Patriots. It could be a 30-0 blowout for the Jets. You never know. Mm-hmm. You just never know what could happen. It's a divisional game that, of course, it's gonna be close. Of course, it's gonna be a lot of scraping and scrapping. It's just the Patriots are more clutch than the Jets were that game. That's how I feel about it.
How do you feel about it, Rudy?
I mean, it's a huge win for the Patriots because that is the only team that I could see beating them in that division. Actually, the resurgent Miami Dolphins, if they keep looking the way they have looked, might be able to give them a little bit of bump. But like Rashad said, I think this is more on the Jets than it is on the Patriots. You played the Patriots not at their best. They were dropping balls all over the place. Brandon Marshall dropped a touchdown. Brandon Marshall dropped a huge touchdown.
Julian Edelman also dropped a touchdown too.
That's very true. But what I'm saying is you have to seize these moments if you're the Jets. You've been the little brother in this division for so long, and you're playing a great brand of football with a great defense. You had a game where Ryan Fitzpatrick amazingly did not throw horrible interceptions or anything like that. I didn't know who I saw playing out there. So you have a game where you guys essentially play at your best and they play at their most mediocre, and you can't win. So this is a huge win for the Patriots because when they get the ball rolling, they can steamroll through this team if they don't get a grip on how they really need to perform against a team of that caliber.
All right, Kylo, what do you think about the win?
Huge win. I mean, like everybody's been saying, it's a divisional game. Patriots did that thing. They always do that thing. Just let it slip past them. They definitely had the opportunity to take this win, but Patriots just triumphed. So it was definitely a huge win for the Patriots.
Yeah, and essentially, if the Patriots would have lost, they would have been tied in the division with the Jets. So this was a game that the Jets really needed to win because
that's why they played twice, though.
That's why they played twice.
And the next one will be in New York.
It will be in New York. This is a game that you had Julian Edelman who couldn't catch balls. You had and Danny Amendola signing. Like who would have guessed?
Oh, yeah, you gotta remember though, Chris Ivory didn't really go off either.
I think that was due to the focus.
He got 17 carries and he wasn't doing anything.
They put everyone in the box for him.
Yeah,
they were ready for that.
They
wanted Ryan Fitzpatrick to beat them,
and Ryan Fitzpatrick
did his best.
Yeah, for a stat for y'all, he went 22 of 39, and he threw for 295 passing yards and 2 touchdowns with no interceptions. He did have 1 fumble turnover, but it's neither here or there. And then Tom Brady went 34 of 54, 355 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Man's only thrown 1 interception on the season, and that 1 interception was on Julian Edelman because Julian Edelman couldn't catch the ball. So this man Tom Brady's is playing lights out, and it's like at this point, like who is gonna beat them? Like
it's gonna have to be the Jets. It's gonna have to be the Jets or the Dolphins or some random team. It's not gonna be the Broncos. I don't have any faith.
I still won't count the Bills out there second.
I'm not gonna count the Bills out. They can sneak up on them, but the Bills. Let's be fair. They have Khalid playing the quarterback back there. They don't have anyone.
Would Tyrod Taylor comes back healthy though?
I've seen Tyrod Taylor against teams that know what he's gonna do, and he doesn't look like a starting caliber quarterback. He looks like
he looks a lot better than EJ Manuel do.
I mean, he looks a lot. I mean, I look a lot better than EJ Manuel. Every time I see the Bills come out on offense, I see 10 players. I never see a quarterback. I just see a running back. I see a running back back there in the I formation like this, receiving the ball from the center directly, because there's no quarterback on that team.
Oh man,
they might need to think about going for my man Cook or Goff in the draft.
But I mean, think about it. When the Bills lost to the Patriots, not like they got. I mean,
Tyrod Taylor brought them back with his running back abilities, not his quarterback abilities. Tyrod Taylor is the best running back playing quarterback in the league.
It wasn't like the Bills got blown out. I mean, they showed the ability to be able to compete. I mean, Tom Brady carved them up something serious.
He did.
But, they showed the ability to at least be able to put points up on the Patriots.
A Rex Ryan team will always compete with the Patriots, but that doesn't mean they're always going to win against
They will win the second time they play.
I will give the Jets the edge to win the second time they play over the Bills, because we don't know what the hell the Tyrod Taylor will be like. Because if EJ Manuel's playing, that's going to be like a 45-6 game. EJ Manuel is the second coming of my man Jamarcus Russell. the great Jamarcus.
My man, the most frequent shopper at Dunkin' Donuts.
Jameis Winston is the last hope for Florida State quarterbacks to ever get drafted again. Because they literally had Christian Wonder, like, I wonder how you got drafted. Yeah. And now EJ, worst manual ever written, because he is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen play in the NFL. And that's what the series face. That's not even a joke. He's horrible.
Like, he's bad. He made it to the NFL somehow.
Time out. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what 3 possessions for him were against the Jaguars? Right. Fumble, pick 6.
Oh, come
on. Those are 3 consecutive possessions. You're talking about the first play of 3 drives. Fumble, pick 6. That's impressive. That's impressively bad. Like, I've bagged on a lot of people before, but he's one of the few that really deserves it.
Oh my gosh! This man said it's impressive.
He deserves it.
He said that's impressive. I cannot.
And who feels like a fool for having a quarterback competition between Matt Castle, who effectively went out and threw 2 picks, and EJ Manuel, who plays horribly? That just speaks to how bad their quarterback competition was.
That is funny. So, I mean, who do y'all see possibly beating the Patriots?
Well, can someone bring up their schedule, please? Because I'm really interested to see who they have on the schedule before I can call it.
Like I said, I think the Bills will win, and I think the Jets will win.
The Patriots.
So you think they'll go 14-2?
I think they'll go more.
The next game the Patriots plays against the Dolphins.
Wait, is this?
No.
Then it's the Redskins. Then it's the Giants.
Redskins automatic win. Giants automatic win.
Then it's the Bills.
Tough game.
Then it's the Broncos.
That's a win.
It's the Eagles, the Texans, the Titans,
the win.
The Jets.
They might lose that one. See, I can see the Dolphins and the Jets sneaking a win if they start resting Tom Brady at the end there. I think the Bills game, like you said, the Bills could win that. That's possibly a trap game because they're feeling like we already beat the Bills. They're not that good. And then Mario Williams and all that defense gets on Tom Brady a little bit. But other than that, looking at that schedule, the toughest game they have is the Broncos. And Peyton Manning looks like he can barely throw 10 yards this season. I don't know what's going on over there with him. I mean, have you seen the Broncos play? They were in a gridlock game with the Browns. Yeah. And Peyton Manning was not the one getting it done.
He wasn't.
Stop faking the Browns, though.
I mean, I'm not faking on the Browns. I'm just saying, to be an elite team, to be a Super Bowl contender like everyone thinks that they are, you can't struggle with teams like the Browns. You see what I'm saying? You're allowed to struggle with the Patriots. You're allowed to struggle with the Bengals, even the Panthers, in your opinion, but not the Browns. Not the Browns, not the Jaguars.
Not the Browns.
Not the Titans, not the Texans.
Browns got a solid defense, though.
They have a solid defense, but, Luke McCown is a starting quarterback.
Josh.
Yeah. My bad. I get them confused because they're both irrelevant.
I feel you.
Man, Travis back there catching the ball for him.
Yeah, Travis, one season Benjamin, yes. Yeah, this is the one season. This is the one season.
Okay, going on from the New England Patriots. Just taking shots at every team right now. We're going